The GOP stimulus plan is delayed until next week. However, we got clues as to what's in it. I'll tell you coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. Everyone wants to know, what are the details of the next stimulus plan? Well, we're supposed to know. We're supposed to know already, and yet there's a hang-up, and it's getting delayed until next week, fingers crossed. However, we did find out some high-level information. If we can put the pieces together, we've got some ideas as to what's going to be in this thing, and I'm going to tell you those right now. First of all, the HEROES Act, which was the House's plan, was dead on arrival. You guys know that. It was the largest stimulus plan ever proposed, did not have a chance of working. Waste of time, in my opinion. Now, apparently the GOP plan that the Senate was supposed to be introducing last week, or earlier this week, is supposed to be $1 trillion. That is tiny compared to the $3 or $4 trillion that the HEROES Act was going to entail, but still $1 trillion that's just a ton of money. So $1 trillion. What do you need to know? Apparently, there was a lot of argument, discussion about what sort of direct stimulus payments would be part of the deal. But we're at least told that the direct stimulus payments, the direct checks, should match what was in the CARES Act. The $1,200 for an individual, as long as you made less than $75,000 or below, $150 or below as a couple, and then if you have qualifying dependents, there's extra. So the amount as well as who gets it is supposed to be the exact same. Supposed to be. They could change it, but I can tell you right now, based on the information we have, if you received a stimulus check last time, you're set to get another one, same amount. All right? So that's the first thing. Second thing, big deal. The $600 extra a week in pandemic assistance that's added to your unemployment, that's done. That is done. It is set to expire from the CARES Act next week at the end of July. That is done. What did we hear yesterday? Well, we're eyeing, I believe were the words used, we're eyeing a 70% replacement of income. What does that mean? Between your normal unemployment that the state's going to provide, plus there's going to be a little bit, is what they said. You can expect that the federal government will be adding something on top of your normal unemployment, but likely somewhere around $200 a week, not $600 a week. The rumor is this is part of the reason why it's stalled. There's a lot of politicians who say there should be nothing added. There's a lot of politicians who say you've got to keep the $600 going. So will the Senate land somewhere in between around this $200 or total 70% income replacement? We'll see, but apparently that's why this thing has been drug on. In my opinion, $600 is gone. You just got to plan on that. So if you are on unemployment and you're getting the extra $600, next week should be your last week of that. That is just that's the way I'm reading the tea leaves. If you get anything extra beyond that, probably going to be around $200 a week. That's my understanding. All right, what else is in or not in this next stimulus bill? The president has been pushing for a payroll tax holiday, that should help small businesses and really all businesses. Apparently, GOP plan does not have it. They didn't like it. They didn't like it as an actual stimulating effort in the overall economy. Maybe because there weren't enough strings attached, that you weren't required to keep employees on or something like that. That's my hunch. But apparently there is no payroll tax holidays coming to businesses. In my opinion, that's disappointing. Instead, they said that the new plan should include another forgivable loan similar to the CARES Act for small businesses. That is a mistake. That is a joke. That's a disaster. Did I like the Paycheck Protection Program in the CARES Act? Absolutely. Absolutely. And they unveiled $349 billion and it was used up. It was lent out immediately. However, they stumbled on the execution. Too much drama, too much rule change. And then they tried to release more, so another round of PPP dollars, and it wasn't even used up. They then hit the deadline, they extended the deadline because it wasn't used up. Guys, we don't need another PPP program. We don't need extension. We don't need more dollars added to that. If you're gonna add a new program that everyone would be eligible for, I'm all ears. But the PPP has run its course. So come up with a new program that everyone's eligible for, or do a payroll tax holiday that actually will help businesses. To me, that's a disappointment. If they have another PPP or an extension to it, I think that's a mistake. The other thing apparently missing from the bill is needed aid to state and local governments. Income taxes or income is down, and therefore revenues to states and municipalities are down. Dealing with the civil unrest, dealing with the coronavirus, states are struggling with resources. They were struggling with resources even before this started. And so there's apparently little or no aid going to state and local governments. Who will get some aid? Apparently colleges and schooling, some education will get some resources to help bring kids back into the classroom. That's a contentious topic anyway. And so right there, adding that, I'm not saying that schools don't need it. They probably do. I'm sure they do. I don't want to be an administrator right now making these decisions, but there's a chance by putting 100, I think it's 100 billion in there. So 10% of the bill is supposed to be going towards education institutions. You all of a sudden, if you're tying that receiving the money to bringing kids back, you've immediately politicized it. You've immediately, we're going to keep playing political games as opposed to getting actual stimulus, actual aid out there. So that's what I know. Those are rumors. We were supposed to get the plan yesterday. We didn't. We got Treasury Secretary sharing some high levels of what was going on. Even had some Republican Party members assuming that everything was a go, everything was going to be announced, and then it was a surprise that it wasn't. We haven't heard anything thus far on Friday, and the rumor is we're supposed to hear something early next week. But that's what you can expect in the new stimulus bill. What should you do? Don't rely on it. Talk to your certified financial planner. See what tough decisions you need to be making in your financial life to make sure you're on the right course. If you don't have a CFP, you can always contact one on our team. You can find us online, corehorn.com. That's Corehorn with a K, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.